It's a story ballet.
I'm not trying to tell a story.
The music comes first.
But the body comes first for me in this instance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to make a diptych, two things. That's where the word Dyad came from. And I thought it was interesting to look at the dates of the Ballet Russe period, which is 1909 to 1929. We always talk about the Ballet Russe in relationship to being a really exciting time artistically, but kind of like scientifically, politically, kind of culturally at that time, it was also a very interesting moment. So I guess the references for the piece very much are about that rather than the Ballet Russe per se.
The original creator of the ballet is Leonid Messin, a Russian who visited Australia with Ballet Russe. And he's one of the great choreographers and also one of the great influences on me. A few years ago, the recording came out. It's done by Jean-Français, French composer, but he based it on Italian Boccherini. And I've fallen in love with it.
For me, often the body is the first hierarchy, and I start with generating language, which then we start to construct with the music. This is an amazing score by the American minimalist composer Steve Reich, which is a double sextet that is quite rhythmically layered and very, very difficult to count.
This time in 3 weeks there'll be an audience. Normally designs are settled 6 months before they start rehearsal. So this is a little bit exceptional. What I've done is I've stripped off a lot of the detail because a lot of 18th century costumes are very lavish with lace and trimmings, and it's also got a contemporary twist to it. I just wanted it to be more architectural.
Moritz really did a fantastic research process about kind of old kind of Ballet Russe costumes. So they're very, very modern and they're very, very minimal. For example, there's one girl in kind of quite a see-through leotard but a big circle on her stomach. And at other point you've got something where the body is completely described in half. And there's a guy who's got kind of a completely flesh all-in-one arm but with these very big circles with lines that kind of just connect. So you've got this relationship between point, line and plane. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The classical ballet, my specialization, it's a great structure, great system, developed during a few centuries. So it's a very sophisticated and beautiful system in itself. People say, oh, well, classics, what can we do now with it? We can perform classics, but we can't really create in this style anymore. But I don't think it's right.
Obviously in dance we spend so much time talking about it. Things become very concrete. And I think one of the very beautiful things about dance is that it's not concrete. Those absolutes don't exist.
One image. Champagne.
Cut glass physicality, but in terms of a single image, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to discover that in the process. I'm very interested for me in what's in a dance, what fuels me to be able to make the movements that I make.
It doesn't need to be just beauty, it could be ugly and powerful, but it still speaks about something that sometimes you can't find the words for.